Hey guys, Cold here. Welcome to another Racial Legends video. Guys, this one will be a little bit different today as this will not be on my main account, but this will be actually on my free-to-play account. If you guys don't know, I have a free-to-play account. I've been doing daily video updates on that account, and it's called the Free Brew series. The account is called Free Brew. I'm level 53 at the moment. And guys, today is the day that I think I will finally reach Gold 4. So from daily login, you can see that I'm day 59 on the account. And well, yes, the thing is, I've got one key that I can do, one medal token that I can do for arena. I'm 4 rating away from Gold 4, and I think I'll reach it because I found a team, this team right here, which I think I should be able to beat with hopefully no issues. I mean, this one has a Duchess, this one has a Miscreant Monster, which I hate to fight against in the arena, and I want to say that the climb from Gold 1 to Gold 4 was 100% honest. There's no doubt about it, at least from my own judgment. The climb from Gold 1 to Gold 4 was way easier than the climb from Silver 1 to Silver 4. That was way harder than this, and I didn't really change my arena team. It was just way harder in terms of the teams that I would fight and the competition between players. I would get beaten up like a lot of times. And compared to the defenses in Gold to Gold 4, I found it way harder to climb. It took me way longer to reach Silver 1 to Silver 4 than Gold 1 to Gold 4. So I can check my previous video on the Free Brew series when I reached Gold, but yeah, it took me way less to reach Gold 4 if I do reach it in this video. So it's a surprising climb because I did not expect to find teams of around my power in Gold 4. So these are easier teams, at least for me. When I do play them manually, I don't auto the whole thing because I know that sometimes I'll have difficulties with. So these teams are okay, and sometimes I even find teams with one-person defense which are amazing in terms of getting gold medals to use on my Great Hall. So let me just do this fight and hopefully I'll reach Gold 4, and I can show you guys more of my account and my whole journey in reaching this point. Of course, this will not be the end of the journey of the Free Brew account, but more of just a showcase and explaining to you guys who might have not seen it before and how you should go and try to reach Gold 4 eventually in your own account. It doesn't have to be in 60 days, but as soon as possible. That's the best way in terms of progression and getting that Great Hall upgraded the fastest way possible. So the team that I have right here is a booster High Katoon. You get her from day 30. It immediately changed my arena team when I got her to from day 30 reward. And then Umbral, I think it's key in terms of controlling the enemies. I don't think I could have done the way and like this kind of climb without Umbral. Umbral is a great lockout champion. So she goes second right after High Katoon. She locks out all enemies with her A3, which is an AoE provoke for 2 turns, which she also places an unkillable buff on herself. And then with some masteries, she also has a chance to remove the block cooldown skills from her own self, which she applies on herself to basically block her from becoming too strong. So if you do have that mastery in the defense tree, then she immediately becomes way better. She gets attacked, she removes the debuffs from herself, and then she can do way more moves. So she locks the enemies down, and then I go with Saito. So here, Saito, I know it's a legendary champion. I did pick him up from a sacred shard, but I think even if I had a starter champion here, he would have done pretty much, I think, the same with the kind of gear that I have on Saito. So I do have critical damage gloves, which give him about 160 critical damage, 170 I think, and I have War masteries on him. So if I had Helm Smasher, he would have done way more damage. So what I usually do is I usually go with my A2 on a single target and try to get them dead. So this team has a Gorgrab in there. Gorgrabs, I hate them because they revive their teammates. My team is not a fast burst team, so I don't have a defense down to just nuke everyone before they happen to react. I want them to react, but they're just gonna do their A1s, their default skills on my Umbral. So here we just go there with the A2. Wait, did he even do A2 there? Did I just mess it up? Anyway, we'll see that in a bit. I thought I clicked it. So that's how Saito works. And then of course Brago, Iron Brago was also the key in this account. I just got him from the Fragment Fusion, which was honestly easy as a free-to-play account to progress. So I just had to be as efficient as possible with my resources and use all the daily login energies and gems that I had at my possession to just get enough resources so that I can actually do what I did. So here you see the mastery actually procced, and Umbral doesn't have any debuffs on her, so she'll be able to put a block buffs debuff on the enemies on her turn. So now I have Saito, I can go with his AoE, which basically hits as an AoE if there are 3 or more enemies alive. So here I'll be trying to kill, I think the most deadly of these enemies right here, I think, is Elhain. Elhain is the enemy starter champion who is with the most endgame gear. So didn't manage to kill her, didn't crit there because I'm not 100% crit, but still the provoke is still there, which gives me the benefit of just going a few more turns and just doing a bit more damage. So here, there's the block buffs debuff from Umbral. Of course, not all fights go like this because I'm explaining what everything does. And then Brago basically finishes them off with the AoE that he does. If the enemies weren't so low, I would have probably gone with just an A1 here with Brago because the provokes are still on for 1 turn. And Iron Brago has a provoke on his own A3, so it's basically another way to lock them down. So here we go, guys. Gold 4 finally reached on this account. I'm so happy about this, honestly. And I did not expect it. I think that now in Gold 4, it's the best way for me to climb my Great Hall, make it to level 10 as soon as possible, and get that Arbiter. Now we see all Gold 4 teams. Of course, these are not going to be as easy as they were, but my goal once reaching Gold 4 is basically to stay there, stay as low as possible, 2,900, and farm it. And that's going to be my goal. Nothing else. I don't want to go to Platinum. Don't want to see how high I can reach. There's no reason to. So let me show you the Great Hall. The Great Hall that I have on this account, guys, is very basic. Even all these might have been a mistake because some of these bronze, which take bronze medals, I could have done on one of these, because you have eventually some missions that do require you to have 2 or 3 Great Hall levels upgraded. So here I'm currently will be focusing on Accuracy Tree. I think that's the best one, at least for my account, or the Force Tree. The Force Tree because that's my Poisoner, and the Magic Tree because that's my Saito, and that's all the debuffers that I have. I also have a Lord Chamfer on this account, which I don't use really. He's still at level 50, but this is my account, guys. So I know that the legendaries are a bit too strong in the sense that not all accounts will have a legendary at level 60, but the Fragment Summon, I think Iron Brago is the strongest one in the whole account. I don't think I could have progressed on this account the length that I did without Iron Brago. Saito could have been replaced with the starter champion. I didn't even pick Kale in the beginning on purpose, just because of people on stream saying cold.brew don't go for Kale, and they decided for me to pick Galek, and I just said, okay, you guys decided, I'll go for Galek. And here is Galek, level 60. I don't really use him. I use him as my farmer in campaign, but I don't use him for anything else. He has no mastery. So Saito and Brago have full masteries for Clan Boss, so War Master and Defense Tree. But my High Katoon and my Umbral Enchantress have barely some masteries, so that I can get the, what's it called? Lord of Steel Mastery. And yeah, Lord of Steel Mastery for both of them, but I didn't go the full route. And I will go the full route with Umbral Enchantress, which will be my next 6-star, I think, in my opinion, since she definitely is extremely useful in Arena. So I'll be keeping in Gold 4, farming that Gold 4, hopefully forever. And yeah, that's gonna be my goal for this account. So in terms of gear, of course, the nuker needs to have as much gear as possible, but you're gonna see that I have level 4-star gear, but level 16. Okay, this 4-star gear, guys, is the reward that you get from the first few days that you start on a new account. So these boots, which are guaranteed to be speed and guaranteed, I think, to have critical rate in a substat at least, these are the boots that I still use on my nuker champion. So if it was your starter champion, these would have been it. So attack % on the chest, again, this is the daily login chest that I got. And you can go and check on my free to play series, which I have a playlist on. And I also use the same helmet. And this one I think is day 5 or day 6 of login. I'm still using those gears, but I have to admit, okay, Saito was a lucky pull, and also these gloves were such a lucky find in the beginning. So these gloves were, once I unlocked my crafting in level 30, I crafted one perception set with the free materials that we get, and I got this, which was a godsend. It doesn't have critical rate in the substat, but still, with 65% critical rate and 188% critical damage, 3000 attack, my Saito does well in terms of critting, and he does big numbers also on the clan boss, so definitely useful. So I don't even have a banner on him, and no amulet on my Brago. And High Katoon is the next one that's also really good at the point which she is right now. So I do have a lot of speed for her. So 252, so plus 150. The reason is just getting lucky with speed items, with daily login items. I got this one, which is a triple roll. This one's a double. This one's a double. This one's a double, but it's a 4-star. I got it from the market. And this one's a single. And then this is a level 16 5-star boots. So that's how I got her speed that high. And then next one is, of course, Umbral Enchantress, who has just accuracy in most of the gear and some speed items, so that she can be as close to 200 or as close to High Katoon as possible. And as much accuracy, honestly, as I can, since I want to land those provokes on enemies. So this is my PvP team, and this is how I did it, guys, in 59 days, reaching gold 4. And I've already, it seems that I already won a fight on defense. So I climbed a little bit higher, so 2915. I didn't want to go there from basically my defense, but look at this team that I actually beat. I don't even know how I beat that team. So this one has a Duchess in there, and honestly, players don't always know how to build teams. It's just, you need to find a proper synergy for your team and use that. It's not always the nuker setup, it's not always the big damage setup. It's maybe more for control and then beating down the enemies. So that's why my fights take a little bit longer. And what I usually do in arena is, if I see that I don't have any teams to fight, I will not fight. I'll wait for the free refresh. I'll click the refresh in 15 minutes and then just try again. And if I find some good teams, I'll pick those off and then just wait again and then just try again. Of course, this takes way longer, but if progression is what you're looking for, then I think this is the route to go, and selectively pick your fights, climb up, and once you reach the tier that you think you're gonna have a good win rate on, then stay there and just farm it for your great hole. So my win ratio right here in the great hole is 80%. But look at all these fights that I did, and all these fights I did not use any of my gems, which I'm saving like you know, Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, I'm saving like that. I'm just swimming in the gems that I get from everywhere, every source that I can get. I don't buy masteries for any of my champions. I slowly farm them. My Iron Brago can solo Minotaur 15, so I just slowly farm the masteries there. And now that I have at least 3 champions with full masteries, it's way easier to farm some masteries for a champion that needs it. So this is the progression of this account, guys. My next big goal is, of course, Arbiter. I'm slowly getting there. I've almost finished the progress missions, but you can see more of this if you follow my free-to-play series. I post videos daily, so if you're interested in watching that and the daily progression, my tips that I give for free-to-play players, just click that subscribe button, guys, for the channel. And of course, you can go to the playlist and see each and every single day of progression on my Freebrew account and the decisions that I made. Some people love to watch that in terms of like a series, and they just put it on and leave it on. And I've got so many good comments and solid viewership so far from that. So if you're somebody who already watches that, thank you. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.